everyone, and welcome to another episode of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. As always, this podcast is made possible by our local convenience stores, the misappropriation of history, and you. And now to your hosts, Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut. What's up? That's right, it's Jeremy, the guy at the beginning and the end, but not the middle. Well, I'm in the middle now, and the walls are closing in, getting kind of claustrophobic. So if someone could shut down all the garbage mashers on the detention level, that'd just be great. Well, while I've got you here, there's been an accident. Mr. Hammonds has suffered a workplace incident that has prevented him from taking part in this week's episode. Not to worry, though. We expect him to make a full recovery and episodes to return to normal next week. But this week, the powers that be have decided to take advantage of this situation and use this as an opportunity to do something that we've been wanting to do since Season 1. A compilation of some of the gang's favorite moments. We hope you enjoy this walk down memory lane. And without further ado, here is the first edition of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Season 1, The Gang's Favorite Moments.
But you guys know about Rat Kings? You heard about that?
Oh, I definitely do.
No.
Yeah, they're super creepy.
I have
Super creepy.
no idea what
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck y'all talking about.
Google it.
Google it? Word.
Google
We'll
Rat King
Google that.
images. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
What the fuck is that? What is what?
So rats
please enlighten
exist.
me.
Yeah.
Rats exist in pretty tight knit communities, right?
Of course.
They live in sewers. They live underneath foundations. They hang out in crawl spaces. All
Is
that
this
kind of
like
fun
the
stuff.
Pickle Rick episode of Rick and Morty type of vibe?
No, but that would be awesome. Pickle Rick is the Rat King.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's
Sure,
up?
sure.
This thing got mechanical arms and shit. What's up?
No, what happens is that they kind of live on top of each other, right, Justin?
Of course.
And their tails, which are quite long, about a third of the length of their body most of the time,
Yeah.
they get tangled. And multiple rats' tails will get tangled
And like
within
stuck.
each other, and they get stuck, and they travel in this big clump.
Oh my fucking god. That's
It's a
terrifying.
Rat King.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
And that
bro.
is what's referred to
It's
as a rat king.
it's a wad of rats.
That's fucking.
It's literally a
terrifying.
wad.
And
of rats.
from what
Bro.
I've seen, they can get up to
Get the gat.
300 rats in
Yeah.
one Rat King.
Yeah.
What?
A rat king can grow
What
up to the
the
size
fuck,
of
bro?
300 rats.
300
Oh
rats,
my
man.
god. Yeah.
That's like you're watching.
Grab the strap.
That's bigger than a beach ball, very easily.
Yeah. Oh my god, honey, did you bring my gun?
Yeah, right? I think we can knock out at least 10 of them.
We need to go and pop this. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Franklin moved his finger near the key, and as the negative charges in the metal piece were attracted to the positive charges in his hand, he felt a spark.
There you go.
Open quotes. Struck with this promising appearance, he immediately presented his knuckle to the key, and let the reader judge of the exquisite pleasure he must have felt at that moment.
He introduced his knuckle to the key. Hey, Key, here's Mr. Knuckle.
Hey,
How you like
knuckle. Can you just tickle that knuckle for me? Just tickle it for me.
Once must have felt that moment. The discovery was complete. He perceived a very evident electric spark, Priestley wrote. Using the Leyden jar, Franklin collected electric fire very copiously. Priestley recounted that electric fire or electricity could then be discharged at a later time. So he has his own description of that event that he published in the Pennsylvania Gazette, which, by the way, was his newspaper. So
And
while
was
he's
highly successful.
flying kites in thunderstorms, he's like, oh, that was a fun day. Let me just pop that in my newspaper.
Yeah, right.
I mean, which was like comparable to like New York Times today.
Right.
In the Pennsylvania Gazette, bro. Anyway,
Right. I know. It's crazy.
getting that later.
So him being the man he is, you know, we talked earlier about how he didn't ever patent anything. He didn't charge people for this information or devices or whatever. He gave instructions for recreating this experiment, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So like instead
Wow.
of him being like, oh, by the way, lightning is electricity, you know, it's not necessarily an act of God. It's something that we can use to charge our cell phones. And then everybody would freak out, of course, because they would have no idea what cell phones were. No, he gave instructions for recreating.
So
the
he's a time
experiment.
traveler too?
Yeah, I think so.
They said when you charge your cell phone up, it was like, I meant your
I
cells
wonder
of
if-
your body. Can be electrocuted. My fault. I'm giving out too many facts.
I wonder if he gave it out though as like population control. It's like, this is like modern day Jackass. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, go run in the field with this wet string.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see how far
Let's
you
go.
go. There's Darwin Award.
Darwin Awards. so
hope so.
what you do? Just get a hemp string with metal in it, and just go outside when it's thunderstorming, bro. You got it.
Yeah.
It's gonna do it. Run that up. Anyway, bro.
Oh,
Go ahead, player.
And he wanted to told his brother he wanted to be a writer on it or whatever, and his brother said no.
Right.
So his response to that is to mask his own handwriting well enough to where his own brother doesn't recognize it.
Wow.
I know.
In a time where reading and writing was rare, bro.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
everybody know how to read and write.
I mean, they're
Like,
just, we're talking about like maybe 100 to 200 years after popes and clergymen were the only people that
Right.
were allowed to.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
It's crazy.
But he did it under the pseudonym of Silence Dogood. I'm sure most people know about that as supposed to be this old lady. And he would he'd mask his handwriting, write these letters as Silence Dogood, slip them under his brother's office door. And his brother, after reading them, thought that they were good enough and put them in the newspaper. And they became wildly popular.
Yeah,
Like people
definitely.
absolutely love those. His brother ends up finding out eventually. Eben is the one behind Silence Dogood, and he's furious.
Of course,
It's
of
like,
course.
I not only told you not to, write in this newspaper,
But you tricked me to believe.
Yeah, you tricked me into this and everything like that, and got really mad at him. And his
So he essentially catfished his brother.
yeah,
Yeah, straight up, bro. Bro, he invented catfishing, bro.
man.
Manny Teo.
The laundry
Was
list.
it Mayo Teo? What's that boy name?
What?
The linebacker. Teo. Got catfish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that made up a girl?
Yeah, the linebacker from
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Tyo,
Damn, no
yeah,
hate,
whatever.
my guy. Tyo, yeah.
yeah.
But he invented catfishing too.
I guess so.
This
Was
guy,
it-
I mean, this guy's a gangster, bro.
Franklin did it.
Franklin did it. bro.
Franklin did it.
Right. Yeah, the cool guy crew. And
You're not going to comment about my shirt.
I
Every
mean,
episode, he's talking about cool shirts.
I mean, the shirt's dope. Your
I
shirt's
put on
dope.
a shirt.
And the button up is nice.
It's got
You
some
know what I'm
llamas
saying?
on it.
And
does.
the Truckyard Bar joint is dope too. I'm like, yep.
I'm fine. It's just a t-shirt. I was playing it down to give Grant a little bit of light this
Yeah,
time.
you know, he can shine through this time. He has a cool guy
I mean,
shirt.
sometimes I needed it, okay?
We'll give him that. We'll give him that this time. But this episode here, we can talk about integration at a different,
That's a
episode.
whole other topic,
But that little bit of baseball integration really started to ruin these black communities, and it's pretty wild. But a lot of these cats, man, they got their fame and they got their recognition, and that's beautiful. But I just want to give a shout out to a few that didn't, who were some of the best players to ever touch a baseball. Cool Papa Bell, one of the fastest players to ever steal a base. He became a guard in City Hall in St. Louis, bro.
Jeez.
Samuel Bankhead, 7-time All-Star, 231 runs, bro. Became a garbage man in Pittsburgh. Buck Leonard, bro. 13-time All-Star, slugging percentage of .527. Became a probation officer in North Carolina. And that's just to name a few players, man.
That's crazy.
That were like
That's terrible.
some of the most like honored and like respected players in black baseball that were ever living. Baseball, period. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And it wasn't really until 1971 all these players got their Hall of Fame accolades. But
But it was only some of them still. You know?
some of them still, I highly advise you to just check it out if you can, if you want to, if you're interested in it. But those are some of the forgotten of baseball, man. And it's just wow. It's my little rundown.
Cool. Well, I guess it's my turn to talk about the ladies.
The ladies. Bring up the ladies. There's no crying in baseball.
She was
Are
crying.
you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
So we are pretty clearly talking about the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, which too long.
Agagaboo.
Right. Which on all the little,
The
seals of
AAGPBL.
the GPBL.
They could have done a lot better job with that.
That is just. Anyways, that was a professional women's baseball league founded by Philip K. Wrigley, the chewing gum mogul.
Double mint was cracking.
Yeah, that's right.
Give you some juicy
From 43 to 54. In those 11 years, over 600 women played in the league, which eventually consisted of 10 teams, and they were all pretty much located in the Midwest. 1948 saw a league attendance peak at over 900,000 spectators.
Damn.
So this is something that they were just like, Mr. Chewing Gum guy is like, oh man, because of World War II, we're losing all this money, and they were just still thought it was like a sideshow sort of a thing.
Yeah,
Kind of like
yeah.
with the Negro League. Like they're
It's like, they play, but they can't play as good as us.
they're doing all these gimmicks and stuff like that to
it's
try
like-
and attract more people to
But
watch.
they're
and
not.
everything like that.
We're so good, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's what you're not
Yeah,
saying. We're so
yeah.
good, we can do these gimmicks.
Right. And
That's facts.
and not just these women were incredible players as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The most successful
Some of the
team
best,
was the
actually.
Rockford Peaches. They won 4 championships in those.
They call them the Rockford Peaches, bro.
Rockford Peaches.
So there's a lot of misogynistic titles, I imagine.
Misogyny.
Okay. Right.
But that was the main team that was highlighted in a movie made in 1992. That at this point, I'm sure most of us are happily picturing right now, called A League of Their Own.
That's right.
There's no crying in baseball.
Are you crying? Is she crying?
She ain't.
That's it.
Anybody ever
It's
tell
a
you look
crying
like
in baseball.
you ever look like
Shouts
a,
out to Tom
you ever
Hanks.
tell you look like a dick with that hat on?
Shouts out to 92 too. Damn, it came out in 92.
Yeah,
bro.
92. I thought it was. I
Jesus
thought it was
Christ.
I know, have fun.
Hey, we
a
old.
little bit younger than that. Obviously not.
Some may be surprised, some maybe not. That was a mostly fictionalized account of the early days. of the league.
So you telling me Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell lied to me, bro?
They did. Yeah,
I'll be goddamn.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I don't want to ruin anybody's childhood.
Obviously, you already fucking did.
Okay, well, in that case, allow me to
I
continue.
don't want you
I trusted
to.
Tom Hanks up until now.
The roster of the Rockford Peaches was entirely made up.
And more bullshit.
Oh,
And
wow.
They did not even compete in that championship.
So-
I
all
looked
his
at that
faults.
as a historical goddamn document.
So I thought it was a documentary movie.
Right.
Nope, not even close.
Shit.
They didn't even
so-
compete in the first championship. That's like the climax of the movie and everything. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was actually the Racine Bells versus the Kenosha Comets.
Oh, comments.
the
Hey,
only-
we're moving.
Comets is nice.
Yeah, one of the only non-misogynistic
Yeah.
team names.
The Racine Bells.
I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ. Anyway.
But one part that is true that in World War II, when America finally got pulled in, most of the players were drafted, and a lot of them enrolled voluntarily as well. And that threatened the survival of the sport, because
And that's why Negro League survived.
it's true, actually.
Yeah.
Straight up. But anyway.
Along with that, something that wasn't mentioned is that there was a lot of restrictions on team travel due to gasoline rationing, which I think is why it was all located in the Midwest, because it was shorter.
But they had Wrigley in the
trips and
pocket.
stuff.
He can buy all the gas.
That's true. He could
So
probably,
Wrigley was sugar daddy for all these cats. They
pretty
was
much,
saying?
pretty much.
Hey.
Wrigley was sugar daddy for all these teams. Damn.
So,
The gas money.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
the
yeah.
gas money.
Oh,
baby.
I
Don't
got
worry
your
about
gas
it.
money,
I got
baby.
the gas money. Baby. I'll put that light bill look
Put that
like.
lipstick on, shut
I
your
got
mouth,
you,
get
man.
out there and hit that ball.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna talk about the favorite candy, bro. We need to slide back on that one because we had a little conversation about this the other day, and I thought it was pretty funny.
yeah, I thought so too.
Me too.
We'll start with our buddy calling in on the cell phone, Sam Capazzo. What is your favorite candy, sir?
My favorite candy, gotta be a Twix bar, probably,
Because you get two, right?
because you get 2 candy bars. It's like not even a thought. Like it's like what?
Well, what about
Like,
Kit
who's
Kat,
trying
bro?
to
You
pull
can
her out?
technically get 4 with a Kit Kat.
That's true.
That's,
It's not the same. You know it.
I'm not trying to eat a bunch of wafer crackers. I'm not gonna
Don't
get
come
excited
to
about
me.
a Kit Kat bar.
With a Kit Kat.
Doesn't a Twix have like a cookie aspect to it though, right? And they're like a
Yeah, but it's
correct.
smothered. It's like a smothered cookie, whereas a Kit Kat is a feeble coating of chocolate on a bunch of crackers.
Feeble.
Where they
I love
trick
it.
you.
So I gotta ask, and I
They
think I know
trick you into thinking that you're eating a candy bar.
I know the answer. I'm pretty sure, but are you a left Twix or a right Twix? Isn't that a thing that they started doing?
Yeah, a few years back, like in the early 2000s.
That is just another
Yeah, I think that was a while
divisive
back.
tactic to separate the people, Grant. That you can't let them divide
Divide and
America
conquer, bro. Divide and conquer over
in
here.
another way. All right,
You're not
We're
part
too
of the
divided. We
solution.
need
You're
to come
part of the
together.
problem.
I'm glad you brought that up, Grant.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a very progressive answer to the left or right Twix question.
Much like the dichotomy of our society.
It's
Wouldn't you
just
agree?
another way.
Shit.
It's just another way for the bourgeoisie to separate and take down the proletariat, dude. That's all they're doing.
So
brother.
you like the caramel best, or
Yeah.
The
I
white
can't-
chocolate.
Just
I
Twix
like the
across the
ripples.
board.
Actually, it makes me think of a beautiful mountain range.
Very nice, very nice.
The ripples.
Okay, we'll move on to our next guest. Brendan, what
neat.
is your favorite candy, sir?
Such a polarizing topic, wouldn't you say?
All right.
I mean, I would honestly say like my go-to would be gummy bears, just because like I just fucking always loved them as a kid. But like I'm getting older, I can't just like eat candy like that, and even like it fucks with your teeth. Like it's not like good for you.
It's weird how sugar
at
does
all.
that.
Yeah, it's sugar, bro.
Yeah, but it's different. No, like
They're
the
sweet.
gooey, like sticky texture. Like it literally, I feel like I'm like, are you
Pulls
trying
at
to
your
pull
enamel.
my tooth out of my mouth?
you're good.
Like, but oh wait, you taste good.
So are you anti-candy? Is that
No, I'm like a candy addict, and like I'm
I'm telling
aware
you, I
that
have a problem
I'm
right
aware
now,
that
and
I
I
have a
love fucking
problem.
gummy bears.
And now I've like broken it down into like what the problem is and like why I shouldn't do it, but like I haven't come to the threshold of like not being able
And I
to
had
do
like
it.
4 fillings when I was a kid, and I started eating these gummy bears, and they're pulling
No,
my
I
fillings
surprisingly
out.
have like solid teeth. I think I've only had like one cavity, but I feel like I'm playing with fire.
I think you have more than one cavity.
I've lost count of the amount of cavities that I've had, and I never really liked.
Oh,
candy
I
that
probably have
much.
5 right now.
Saw those Twix bars, Sam.
yeah, exactly,
Oh,
bro.
I'm thinking of the wrong
Hey.
word, cavity. Okay.
Don't you blame the Twix bars for my terrible life choices, all right? I did this to myself. They didn't do anything.
Facts.
Yet again, a very progressive statement on candy.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Brendan, are you
God, they should pay me.
a Haribo man?
I mean, I think the classic brand is always probably like the best because they have like the little like the golden ones that are pineapple flavored. That is like the low key like delicious ones. But
My boy said low key
now
delicious.
like low key delicious. But now they have like all these like kind of new health ones that they're like low sugar, and I'm like, just get the fuck out of my face.
Get your new,
like
get your new patchouli Haribo.
like
I
you
need-
go to
I need the
you
full
go to
pack,
Turnip
my
Truck
guy.
and they have like and they look appealing, but they're also like $17 for like a bag, and you're like, that sounds
Don't
fair.
you-
At least they recycle their stuff. Like, nah, man, I want
pay
a
for
$3
good calls.
bag of garbage sugar jello,
Yeah, straight
and
up.
I want to go to sleep ashamed of myself.
Right to the
Not
neck.
thinking I made a decision that was like conscious of my health. Like, I don't want to wake up the next morning wanting to do that again. I want to be like, well, can't have candy for a week, you
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
Ran that marathon. Cool.
Wait, so haven't you heard about the sugar-free, like, what's that brand, the main brand of gummy bears? Like the one that starts with an H?
Oh, yeah.
Haribo, right?
Yeah.
Haribo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard about when they made sugar-free gummy bears, right?
No.
Ah, the 1993 riots.
No.
Not to be mistaken with the 1992 riots. They were much more important.
No.
It was a small
So
gathering.
they made. So they tried to make a sugar-free gummy bear, and it was on the market for a while.
I don't
But
believe
apparently, it was just like it made you shit your pants. Like
Oh, the regular
so
ones do
bad.
that too.
It's just fake.
Are you
sugar.
sure that?
No, like, well,
are
like
you
the-
sure
the-
that you're
the
not
sugar-free
thinking
was
of
like a-
like X-Lax chocolates?
No. It was, you can look them up on Amazon. You can look up reviews for them on Amazon. Be like, they taste good, but literally 10 minutes later, you are stuck on the toilet for the rest of the day. Like
the
it
rest
is like
of the day. Holy shit.
That sounds like something
Like
you would
it-
buy at the Weasley's Wizarding store for like
Yeah,
tricks. You're like,
it does.
dude, pass me some of those sugar-free fucking gummy bears. I'm getting out of class.
So where can I get these weight loss candy?
I think they're,
Right.
I think they're not.
Seems like a
I'm not gonna
Thanksgiving
say
dessert.
illegal.
By next week.
Yeah, I'm not going to say illegal, but they're definitely not on the market anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Word.
FDA has not approved that for your bunghole.
No,
Well, it's
they were
hard-
like, yeah,
I would
hard-
say that it's hard to discern because like anybody that's eating gummy bears most likely was snacking on some other shit too. So it's like, you know,
Yeah,
was
that's a
it
part of a
just
snack
them
pack.
or was it like the bag of chips and like the soda and like probably the pint of ice cream from Ben & Jerry's? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going through what I ate last night, but
Very health
You just got
conscious
to
here.
break a couple of gummies that weren't.
sorry, I blacked out. Like,
Regular
what were we
gummies.
talking about? It's Justin's turn.
Yeah. Oh, is it my turn? My favorite candy?
Sure.
I will say, it used to be Twix actually when I was younger. I used to love chocolate candy bars and all that shit. But as my tastes grew,
Refined.
you know, man, I got refined taste.
Your taste for candy was refined over time. Yeah, yeah.
It's like wine, you
Now
know?
that you're a real connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm a connoisseur now. So now it's all about like
Your palate has evolved.
actually
if you will.
I'm just fucking around. I like sour gummies, bro. Like no bullshit. Sour gummies is the shit.
Got you.
Sour lifesavers, sour Starburst gummies.
Okay.
Ooh,
are
surprise.
good.
Get them
You
out.
like
Sour
Sour
Patch
Skittles?
Kid for
Sour
sure.
Skittles,
Sour
Sour
Skittles?
Patch
smack
Kids
smack,
are always
sour
good.
Skittles, smack smack. And
Sour Skittles and vodka. You know.
if I gotta go with chocolate though, you know, being adult and all, Toblerone, bro.
Oh, getting fancy.
Oh, them Toblerones be smacking
Mr.
though, bro.
Toblerone.
They come in those little crazy little tubes,
Yeah.
and you just break off a triangle. Those shits are smacking, bro.
I've always associated Toblerones with airports. I don't know why.
That is weird.
Interesting.
That is
Always,
weird.
always.
is
That's
weird.
my airport candy.
What is that word you're
Toblerones?
saying? Toblerones?
Toblerones. You
Toblerone,
know what a
dog.
Toblerone is, guys?
Isn't
Bruh.
that big giant
The
what
triangle
was it, a
too.
raccoon that little girl rode around on
What
in
the
the
What are you smoking
Yeah,
on
my
your
little girl
lunch
that just
break?
rolled around on
my name for Totoro.
Put the tobacco down.
Toterone.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh, man.
Totoro.
My neighbor Totoro.
Oh, like a Studio
Yeah.
Ghibli?
Oh, you're talking.
Oh, no, not that.
No, Sam.
Yeah. Not that at all.
Bad.
Toblerone.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about.
Google that.
I'm pretty sure I'm right on this
Google
one.
it.
Fucking delicious, bro. That's what I'm gonna say on my end. It's my favorite.
What are those little chocolate truffles? The Ferrero Rocher or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
those things are
Ferrero
pretty good.
Rocher.
I dated
that
a girl
what it
that
is?
loved those. Whenever we got in a fight, I'd just buy her some and we were good. It was awesome.
Bro, you know,
Ferrero
most of the
Rocher.
time food will calm a woman down anyway. It's
true.
We know this, right?
Yeah.
Me being a cook, like, bro, like, all my relationship problems. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna slide up out of
I
there.
brought you an entire pizza.
Hey, so I guess it's my turn.
So
on
Drewski
candy.
Wooski, what you on with the candy vibe, homie?
So my favorite candy used to be Carmelo when I was a kid. Now it is Welch's Fruit Snacks.
Oh, I got you. Nice.
Feel
The
you
fruit
on
snacks
that.
joint.
Straight up love Welch's Fruit
Are
Snacks.
you like 75
Man,
years
that
old?
ain't candy.
Well,
Sam?
or
I don't want to hear it. From you.
12 years old.
I'm done. I'm done with your lips. Your candy lips. The first recording of this went as such. Insult Drew, and he doesn't know, or you don't know that you're insulting him, but you're shitting on almond mounds and almond joys, saying that they're a racist old white man's candy. Well,
They are.
remember
That
that.
is the.
God
That is the.
damn it, Sam, I love them.
I think
So fuck you. I'm not
the
racist
commercial
or
for
an
them.
old white man.
now-
White man, yes, I'll give you that.
And now Welch's Fruit Snacks are an old man racist candy too?
And probably.
No, they're just not candy.
Shut your face.
Well, they are made with real juice. It says it on the
Yeah,
back.
but by the way, this is
Yeah,
our
that's what
second
makes them
time
not
real
candy.
recording this.
Made with juice, real juice.
By the way, this is our second time recording this because we wilded out way too hard
Yeah,
on the
too
first
hard.
one.
Too hard.
So we're revisiting this round,
Yeah.
this friends at the
I
round
feel like
table.
I was quite tame.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Too many hot facts.
And too many hot takes.
Too many steamy takes.
Yeah, I'm talking like woo.
I
steamy.
did forget that I yelled at you for eating mounds. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was
I
real
love
bad.
you still, Sam. And I also
I
do
love
need
you
my
too.
haircut.
And we're gonna circle
That's
around to Grant Brentman. What you getting on over there, bro? What's your candy like?
You know, I've never really been much of a candy guy, pretty much like my whole life. But something that I always was attracted to is licorice flavored things.
Like
Black
the,
licorice.
like the bottom of the candy drawer,
Loves that anise.
like the last left of the Halloween bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
I basically like
the
okay,
garbage of candy.
This is
life.
my favorite thing ever, especially around the holidays and
I
stuff.
love just chewing on a fennel root.
My mom would always put out candy around the holidays, and I would just, if she ever put jelly beans out, I would just wait for like a week, and then it'd be nothing but the black ones left, and I would go to town.
That's-
Yes.
yeah, I think you're disturbed, man. I think you might.
And that's why his
you might have a
family
problem.
called him Damien.
I think he needs therapy, bro. I'm just saying. That's a little serial killery there.
And another candy that I really truly like that y'all will react very similarly is Necco wafers. You remember those? I think they still make them.
No.
But they're
Chalky ass fucking
it's,
coins.
it's almost like Tums,
which
but
flavors?
packaged as candy. Licorice again. Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Necco wafers. they just came back recently because they closed down the factory for a second.
Yeah,
They just came
okay,
back
yeah.
with the same new recipes. So
I know.
there you
And
go.
they're delicious.
And they are not.
I bought a pack the other day.
Is
It
it
was
the
really good.
same
Bro, your
company?
candy
Did they
life
make a
is
lavender
to the left.
flavored candy?
And throw this out there. The world actually ended in 2012.
What?
Well,
you didn't know this?
at least according to Nick Hinton.
You didn't know this?
Yeah. Nick, you don't know
So
your
we
boy
just,
Nick
we
Hinton.
just started a new simulation in 2012.
No,
and we just kind of like
we'll see.
connected it.
So he started
What the
a
fuck?
Twitter account in 2019 with a conspiracy thread entitled "Did the World End in 2012?" He speculates that CERN's Higgs boson, or God particle, once again destroyed the universe and has shifted our conscious to an entirely new one. So yeah,
Okay.
citing the Mandela effect as an example.
So it's like a software update, basically.
yeah, you know, like if you've seen that, if you
What's the opposite of an update though? Like what's the bad version of that?
A down date?
Because
I don't know
that's
if
what
a thing.
that's what we're
a degrade.
that's what we're living in now. Our
We're living
version
in-
of reality in
It's,
2020.
it's way worse. 2020 is like, bro. I thought 2016 was bad, but woo,
2020, the
2020 is
degradation.
rough. But also the Mandela effect.
Oh
is
yeah, and
hella interesting.
for people of you who don't know what the Mandela effect is, it's referring to Nelson Mandela,
right.
who was the former president of South Africa, who was kind of imprisoned for a bit.
Yeah, they thought he was trying to conspire to overthrow the state.
Yeah.
Put him in jail. Big deal.
Yeah.
Lots of people angry about it, rightfully so.
Mandela.
And so, where the Mandela effect spawns from is that some people actually believe that he died in prison in 1980s, and he actually was released from prison in the 90s and died in 2013. There are a lot of other occurrences like this. That one's a little topical, or barely touching the surface there. But there are large ones over like company logos, like JCPenney, like the spelling of it, JCPENNY or PENNEY. And it's what you remember.
Right.
Skechers with a T instead of a CH, which is actually is, which I almost want to say I remember seeing T's in Skechers, but
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember that too. Oddly.
It's that two train thought of like
kinda
this
weird.
simulation running with this simulation of life in a simulation, and it's crossing over. It's like, oh, this side only knows this. This
and
other side only knows
then we
this.
have
It's
the
weird.
Berenstain and the Berenstain Bears.
Right.
Yeah,
Looney Tunes and Looney Tunes.
TUNES or TOONS.
And Febreze with 2 E's or 1 E, Febreze.
It's two E's, right?
It's one.
Ah, come on. It's two, isn't
one.
it? That's so weird.
It is weird. It is. But I mean,
But the Statue of Liberty shit though.
that's the funnest one.
yeah.
So a lot of people think that it's on Ellis Island.
Right.
It's not on Ellis Island. It's on Liberty Island.
Liberty City, Grand Theft Auto 3,
Right.
what's up?
And there are also a lot of pictures of that a couple people have posted of the Statue of Liberty with no statue.
The
This is
statue's
not there at all.
completely
It's
gone.
not there at all.
Yeah. Like
What
Google
timeline
Images
is
section.
that?
Supposedly now,
I mean, I think I would have remembered, like, if, say 9/11, they also went after the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
Well, and also the torch has been closed at the top of it for over 100 years. But there are a
didn't know it was
couple
that
people
long. That's
who,
crazy.
yeah, there are a couple people who actually have said that they've been into the torch and have taken pictures from the torch, which has been closed for 100 years.
okay.
But the odd thing is there were a couple photos that surfaced from our boy Hinton that he posted
Inside the torch.
from like the little walkway outside the torch, the
okay, yeah.
railing.
Yeah.
The identification of the person who posted it was in this weird language not intelligible to us at all.
So, like, time travelers,
Yeah,
maybe?
and that's what he said. He thought it might be time travelers.
Yeah. Again, the Greys, the tall whites,
So,
or the reptilians.
Jumping back to the whole Higgs boson and everything, we also found a 4chan thread. It was posted by someone who claimed to be one of the 23 scientists at CERN. And he said that they were actually responsible for creating this Mandela effect, claiming this planet was in fact destroyed and we've been placed on a simulated planet.
Cool.
Essentially, it's a variant of like the multiverse theory,
Right.
like a Russian nesting doll.
Yeah, the
Essentially.
inside of inside
Simulation
of
inside of a simulation.
Yeah.
You know.
Layers
But
and layers,
yeah.
like an onion.
By the way, if anybody's curious, 4chan is, if you don't know, is like Reddit's like a stupid, ugly stepsister. You know what I mean?
It's like Reddit for trolls. Is what you're
Pretty
saying?
much, yeah,
I
Reddit
got
for
you.
trolls. Yeah. So, you know.
Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the next installment. Find us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things friends, facts, and fiction. Our Instagram handle is friends_facts_fiction. As always, please reach out to us. You can send any of your questions, praise, and fact-checking to friends_facts_fiction@gmail.com. It's important to us to only propagate the truth, and we'll correct any errors we may have made. Your hosts and researchers are Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut. Our episodes are produced by Grant Bramlett. Additional producership provided by Grace Higgs. Our recording engineer is Grant Bramlett. Our editor, mix, and mastering audio engineer is Jeremy Mulder. Lighting design is provided by Justin Hammonds. Our office assistants are Gully and Bull. Our research assistants are Under and Paid. Our current interns are Lost and Questionable. Our personal drivers are Titleist and Tired. And our resident pooches are Pack and Jolene, the Devil Child. This has been a production of Friends, Facts, and Fiction.